I am live. All right, my beautiful souls. I apologize for my lateness. I was, this is odd. Yeah, I was, shaving my head. Okay, so I'm here. Let's get cracking for our daily readings. Hey, people. Yeah. Okay. Okay. Alrighty. See that beautiful wreath on the door, done by my talented sister. Yeah. Okay. And I saw it in the on camera, but I'm only just looking at it. It's true, it looks a bit silver in the on camera, but it's actually gold. Sorry that you see. Yeah, it's actually gold, and the balls are silver and gold. Okay, so let's. What do I have to tell you all? I'm gonna come on and do and sell you the breakthrough spa for women only. I think that is necessary. So, let me introduce myself. My name is Catherine Hidalgo. I am Soul Dancer, the White Dragon. That's the name of the Soul Dancer is the name of the dragon at the top of in my Facebook banner. She doesn't have white horns. She has golden horns. But that's the way she appeared to the artist, and that's how they painted her. Okay? Alright. I use the Dream Dust Shamanic Tarot deck in its beautiful case, created by the amazing Sue Kovacs. He channeled it over a 3-year period. Every card in this deck is a portal, I kid you not, and every card has its own guide. This deck, for beginners, opens up your intuition. For seasoned, well, I'm now a seasoned user, it enhances and expands one's intuition. Dream Dust is just so gorgeous. Every day I learn the different permutations in each card based on the question asked and the information that is sent to me. Hello, Medesio. Do you want a general reading, my dear, or do you have a specific question? Let me know in the comments, Ree. Okay? Yay. Hello to you too. Alright. So let's get cracking. So Ree, tell me. Do you have a general question? Yes, please, what? If you have a general question, Ree, that is what you should have typed instead of saying yes, please. So I shall wait for you to type in your general question, honey bunny. Okay? Because once it begins, this is going to move really fast. So make it a habit to type in your specific question. General reading. Okay, you want a general reading. So you want a general reading about a new lover that you recently met. Okay? So what does Medesio need to know about this new lover that she recently met? Let me give you a piece of advice. Woman are the most intelligent species of the two sexes. Women have a highly developed intuition. Consequently, you already have a very good idea of the situation. You have to learn to trust it. This is the problem I have with women in general when they come on here to ask questions. They do not trust their intuition. Okay, so what do you need? What does Ree need to know about this new lover in her life? All right, I get 7 of C for you, Ree. 7 of C is a beautiful card, and it talks about mystery. It talks about illusion. It talks about dreaminess, temptations, with a bit of chaos. And it's warning you that you need to measure very carefully the consequences of your actions. 7 means spiritual enlightenment, which means that you need to dig deeper into yourself to understand the mysteries and the things that are being presented to you. You will see the situation makes you feel excited. The situation is highly emotionally charged. Your situation. You have a lot of choices in front of you. Some of those choices aren't as significant as others. Okay? Some of those choices and the outcomes will be healthier than others, Ree. That is where the chaos comes in. That is where the mystery lies. Because you are not seeing the true picture. You need to meditate on the situation, ask a question and leave yourself open to the answer. What is your intention? What do you want out of this relationship? You must know. Wishful thinking is not going to help you. You must decide, and you must be very, very specific about what you want out of this relationship. Forget about dreaminess. That is shit. Okay? That is for children. That's a fairy tale. Fairy tales have no connection with reality. And it is going to take you down a path from which there will be no return. You will end up at a dead end, a cul-de-sac, or a cul-de-sac, as we say in English. Make your choice wisely, my dear. Because you need to ask yourself this question. Are you being real with yourself? That's the question. How real are you being with yourself? This is serious and significant because the C on the card is talking about emotions. And you're a bit mixed up at the moment because it's also exciting and it's also new and the sex is great and all that sort of stuff. So you want to drift off and live in this fantasy world. No, you really do need to decide specifically what you want out of this relationship, and then you have to know by asking another question if this person can bring you this, whatever you set your intention for. What does the book say? Be mindful of where your thoughts may wander. and learn to release your fears and any negativity that you may be holding on to. Hello, Smita. So, I would suggest that you do a meditation after you write down your intentions on what you want in this relationship. And then you go and you sit in meditation with this list. And you ask without your mind getting involved. You are asking Creator Source. Smita, if you have a question, a specific question, please write it in now. If you want a general reading, please write and say so. You do have to pay attention. You have to know what you want. You have to release your fears. And you have to also release your doubts, because you can't doubt what you want, which is why you are going to write it out. And you will sit with that list and you will meditate on that list, and you will ask the pertinent question. You will ask a high quality question. And it's not a shit about does he love me? No. Okay? Ask a high quality question and you will get a high quality response. Alright there? Okay, beautiful. And by the way, you see the blue in the card? The blue in the card is all about communication, which means you need to open your mouth and speak and ask these guys some questions. Ask him some questions. You know, like think of someone that you admire and ask him a question about the admiration that you have for that person. Ask him another question, like, you're not going to be drilling him every day, but ask him another question like, who does he admire? Shameli Das. I have no idea, Shameli, on when she will be getting married to Saikat. That is nonsense. Okay? Let me tell you right off the bat. You, Shameli, have identified a man and you have decided that you are going to get married. I'm not going to respond to this nonsense. Okay? Alright, so come back with an interesting question, Shameli Das. You're very welcome, Marie. Okay, so Smita, you did not, I'm going to give you a general reading, Smita. Okay? You women need to get a life. Really, you need to get a life. Marriage is not the be-all and end-all of your existence. If you don't have a life, and you are going to be asking this question, you already have a problem. Alright, so Smita, no, Smita, your daughter has to ask the question herself. So, I am going to ignore the last question, Smita, and what I will respond to is when will she take an interest in her studies. But I can tell you right now, Smita, that she probably is not studying the right subjects, and you are probably forcing and obliging her because of your culture and telling her that this is what she has to do. Alright? So when will Ishanvi, when will Ishanvi become interested in her studies. And then, Smita, I will do a general reading for you. Hello, Cruella. Is that really your name? Okay. So when will Ishanvi become interested in her studies? Right now, Ishanvi is just chilling out. And she really wants to be a free spirit, and she wants to just go with the flow. She wants to create a proper structure for herself. Mummy. Hello, Dr. Priya. And this is a problem because it is not in line with what you want for her, Smita. She has to feel stable, and she is not feeling stable right now, which is why she seems to be just killing time. She needs to feel grounded and solid, and she is not feeling that, Smita. Consequently, you need to sit down and speak with her, not dictate to her, because that is not going to work. All right, so Smita, a reading for you. General reading. What does Smita need to know right now for her highest good? Ooh, a card popped out. All right, Smita, I get 2 of C. And this card is telling me, Smita, that you need some balance in your life as well. All right? You need to harmonize the yin and yang in yourself, Smita. That's what this 2 of C is telling me. And the C is all about emotions, by the way. Yeah? So you need some balance there instead of flying off the handle when things don't go as you think that they should. You need to identify the sources of love in your life, Smita. And hello, Lavina. And what else do you need to know? You need to know love, Smita. You need to accept boundaries, and you are not accepting the boundaries in particular that your daughter has drawn, where she really is telling you to step off, mommy. You are invading my privacy and my space, and you are trying to do too much. All right, so give me a second here, people, while I get rid of this spammer. Okay, so just hold on a second while I block this spammer. Okay, hold on a second. All right, okay, lovely, thank you. All right, so as I was saying, what you need to also identify, Smita, is your relationship with your spouse and with other people in your life. Whether you have a pet, whether you have causes, etc. It is important that you do this in order to know and understand how to move forward with grace and dignity. All right, Smita, this is important. This is very important for you. Smita, I am not responding to any more questions. I gave you the reading for your daughter, and I gave you a reading for yourself. Now, you need to sit down and talk to your child instead of going behind her back to find out information about her. All right? So, next is Cruella. All right. Yeah, that Cruella name is not Find a new name. It's not very pleasant at all, and it's also not funny. Cruella Mac. So I would strongly advise you to get another screen name. Alright, Cruella? Alright, so you want a general reading. So after, let me just double check. Alright, so Cruella is next and she wants a general reading. So after Cruella, it's Priya, and after Priya, it will be Lavina. Okay? Right. So, what does Cruella need to know right now for her high school? This name, this screen name Cruella, is negatively impacting you. Let me just tell you that right off the bat. It is negatively impacting you, and you are probably unaware of it. What does Cruella need to know right now for the highest grade? Alright, Cruella, I get Wind Shaman. You are deaf, completely deaf to the information that's coming into you, Cruella. Through the spirit realm, through your angels and guides. Actually, to a lot of people who are speaking with you, you are not hearing them at all. You have a gift, you have a powerful gift, and yet, because you are able to see the truth of things, and yet, you have turned a deaf ear and that name is quite off-putting to some. People come to you for help, assistance, whatever, and you brush them off. You need to understand that you need to let go of these thoughts that have taken over your mind. They do not serve you. Not at all. You are a very strong female, but you don't truly believe that you are. And it's because of these thoughts that you have allowed to grow and prosper. And you keep feeding them. You need to get some counseling. And by counseling, I mean find someone to talk to. Someone who doesn't know you, that you can speak with and share what's on your heart in order to get rid of the shit that's in there. That's basically what it is. Okay, so next it's Priya and then Lavina. It may be your favorite Disney character, my dear, but it does not serve you, is what I said. And I am with that. That's what I got immediately. And if you're favorite to you, I know about Cruella and the Dalmatians, etc. I like the movie. It's actually funny, but with you, it's not funny at all. Ditch it. Okay, so Priya and then Lavina. So what does Priya? Hello, Somali. What does Priya need to know right now for her highest good? Somali, please do not repeat your question. Once is quite sufficient. Thank you very much. It's irritating because what happens is it then blocks. Hello, KK. Because what happens then, Somali, is that it blocks, it messes up the comment thread. Okay, it just takes up too much space basically. All right. So, what does Priya need to know right now for her highest good? Cruella, you did not respond when I said, and you said general reading. You don't get the opportunity to ask a second question. If you wish, you can offer yourself a paid reading. It will be discounted this weekend from Friday to Sunday. All right, so What does Priya need to know right now for her highest good? Smita, you are trying to control your child. Get off that track and things will go much better for the two between the two of you. It's also important that you apologize. Parents don't like apologizing. They feel that they know when most of the time they do not. That's the problem. All right, so I'm doing fine, Lavina. Um, Lavina, you can use, hello Ariana, Lavina, you can use any particular technique to help you in helping yourself. The first thing you have to focus on are your thoughts. I suggest you start a journal. Lavina, you don't have to go to the cards to ask this question. I suggest that you start a journal and you journal every day about all the things that are going on in your head. And all of the thoughts, you write them down. And then you ask questions. Hello, Ariana, my dear. I don't need the cards. I really don't need the card to ask this. Okay, Lavina? I cannot tell you the best time to conceive, Priya. You need to go to a doctor and they will tell you the best time to conceive when you are ovulating. And actually you should know that because it's a simple matter of going to the drugstore. You can ask a pharmacist this question and you can get a simple thing to do the test, which will tell you. So that is as far as I'm going to go, Priya, with that question. Okay? Let's see. So next is Lavina. Lavina, I am going to do a general question. I've already responded to your question. Okay, so who is next? Priya is done. Lavina is done. As far as I'm concerned. Somali. Somali says, my name is Maria and I got a job offer. Should I accept it or wait for the other or for another offer? Okay. I can tell you the question off the bat, but I'll ask the cards. I'll ask Dream Dust. Alright, Maria wants to know if she should accept the job offer or wait for another one. And I just heard a bird in hand is worth more than two in the bushes. Maria wants to know if she should accept the job offer. Well, Maria, the answer is no. You should not accept that job offer because right now, why? Because right where your head is at right now, you will create a problem for yourself unless you fix it like now. You are approaching the end of a cycle and you have some windy thoughts going on there, some serious mental flatulence. Your thoughts are thinking you, and your thoughts, Maria, have taken over. They are full of fear and anxiety. This is the card. This is what this is the card, and it's all about chaos. That's where you are right now, Maria, and it is not helping you. You have to work through it. You have to dance with chaos. Your mind is working overtime, and you have all sorts of scenarios going hither and yon, here and there, and they are literally pulling you apart. You don't know what to think. You are very fearful, and it's creating a lot of self-doubt. You need to face these things that are causing you to doubt yourself, Maria. If you don't, and you accept this job, it will not go well for you. However, I'm going to pull another card, assuming Maria, that you deal with this shit. And it's this. Okay, the other card I get for you is Sea Sprite. Maria, this is the second card. This is assuming that you work on yourself, you deal with your fears, you let go of the fears. There's nothing wrong in accepting the job. You were offered the job because you were the best candidate. Why were you the best candidate? Because you have a lot to offer. This is what this card is telling you. Oh, I have dog fur on my glasses. Hold on. Okay, hold on. And the sea is all about emotions. You need to learn to handle it. You need to learn to dream. And what are you going to dream about right now, Maria? You are going to dream about how fantastic this job is, how grateful you are for the job offer, how wonderful your new colleagues are. You are going to welcome the new in this job because you are a very energetic person. You get stuff done. You must be open to the unusual and the unexpected in this job. It is there to expand you. This job, this new job, will anchor you into exactly where you need to be, Maria. It's a beautiful thing, but you have to get rid of the terror and the fears that are obsessing you right now. And notice what I said. They are obsessing you. Not that you are obsessed with them. They are obsessing you because they are so huge and so large. It's as if your thoughts have become who you are. And that is not the case. So you need to work through it. You need to talk to somebody about your fears in order to get rid of them. If there is no one, Maria, that you can talk to about your fears, get a book, a notebook, some sheets of paper, and start writing down these thoughts in your head and all of these things that you are terrified about. You need to get them out of your system in order to be able to see clearly. That's what this card is telling you. All right, Maria, you need to tap into your intuition, my dear, in order to move forward. That is the only way that you are going to get clear. What else? You need to study the new knowledge, the new things that you are going to learn in this job, which means you need to open up yourself in order to grow. You are going to apply yourself, and when you apply yourself, you are going to teach others a lot. You need to refresh the knowledge that you already have, Maria. Okay? This is very important. Dream, my dear. Dream about this new life that you want with this job. All right, Maria? This is very important. Okay, so next is Ariana. So it's Ariana. Oh, very nice. I love Paris. Ariana, KK, okay. Priya, you have to decide the question that you want answered because I will soon be off. So it's Ariana and then KK. It bombarded me with all of these different questions. You need to identify which question is most important to you, Priya. This goes for everyone. Huh? Now, hello, Amal Ratan Singh. Okay, so Amal, you're going to be the last person I take. So right now we have KK, and then, no, we have Ariana and then KK. Okay? All right. So Ariana, every time I say your name Ariana, I think of course of Ariana Grande. And you, of course, you are Ariana G as well. All right. What does Ariana need to know right now for her highest good? You're supposed to travel to Paris on Monday. Um, okay, here's a question I'm gonna ask. What does Ariana need to know about her trip to Paris on Monday? What does Ariana need to know about her trip to Paris on Monday? You are next, KK. Hold on. What does Ariana need to know about her trip to Paris on Monday? This is an unusual card to get for this. I get the Wind Shaman, but I trust Dream Dust, and I trust um, Spirit, of course. So, what does this card have to do with your question, my dear? You have a lot of thoughts floating out there. You, Ariana, are a teacher. You are very connected. People come to you you are a pillar of strength for many. But are you a pillar of strength for yourself? There are some fierce intellectual currents floating around right now. And from your perspective, Ariana, you can see all sides. The issue here is you don't want to. The question is why. You are able to be detached from your emotions and you can be objective. So I ask the question, why aren't you Ariana? Because you already know the answer. I knew that you already had the answer to this Paris travel. So that really is not the question. That's not the true question at all, Ariana. And you know it. You're playing games with me, girl. But I will leave you all to your games. You need to take a particular vantage point, Ariana. You solve problems easily because you are an old soul. Communication is what is required here right now, Ariana, in order to make a clear decision, because the decision does rest with you, my beautiful girl, and you know it. What I will advise, Ariana, is that you be direct and truthful. That will solve everything for you. Okay? All right, so now we come to KK. KK wants to know if Irene is missing her. Kushbu, what is your question? Kushbu, what is your question? I dislike people repeating their questions in the thread. I said that yesterday. Kushbu, I do not hold on to questions to ask them. You're very welcome, Ariana. I do not hold on to questions from the day before, Kushbu. Okay? That is not how it works. Therefore, you must ask your question on the particular day. So please don't irritate me in future with this sort of stuff. Ask the question, Kushbu. Thank you. All right, so KK wants to know if Irene is missing her. KK wants to know if Irene is missing her. Is Irene missing KK? Kushbu, you will be the last person to get a response. Is Irene missing KK? This is interesting. I get 6 of C in response to that question, KK. And C is all about, as usual, emotions. 6 is the number for family. 6 is also telling me that the ascended masters, whom you know as Jesus and many others, are around you right now and supporting you. There's a lot of nostalgia going on here. And I see Christmas, and I see the word Christmas in my mind. You want to be nostalgic and you want to go back to the past. Thank you, Kushbu. But you can only go back to the past in your mind and be nostalgic and relive your childhood memories. But then you do have to come back to the present, KK. So is this a childhood? You have a lot of childhood memories about your youth. What I will say, KK, is that there is a lot of nostalgia on the card. You are floating, you are very connected with your heart right now. The intuition is, you are swimming in your intuition because the two of you, you and this person, you are very connected. That person is thinking of you. That person is reminiscing on times past with you. Yes, I will say yes because this is what I just got. Whoever this person is, Irene. What else? I want you to get out of the past, those past memories. Enjoy them for what they are, KK, and then step out of the past because the past is over. It is finished and it is time to move on. You need to surface to the light, young lady. Enjoy what was and then leave it where it is in the past. Okay, KK? All right. So, so I have there are two more readings that I'm going to do, which is for Amal. When will be my next international trip? And then it will be Kushbu. Okay? Amal wants to know when will be his next international trip. Okay. Amal, I don't believe you, you know. I know that you already know. But you're testing me for some reason. I can no longer, Kushbu, I can no longer see your question. That's odd. So, I assume, Kushbu, that you deleted it. So, Amal will be the last person. Okay. Here's the question. Alright, so Amal wants to know when his next international trip will be. Amal wants to know when his next international trip will be. Amal wants to know when will be his next international trip. Alright, Amal, here's what I get. If someone told you that you have a forthcoming trip, it's going to be very complex. It's going to be very complex, Amal, because the card I get for you is 9 of Fire. This 9 of Fire is telling me that things are very complicated right now. You are straddling two worlds right now. It's as if you have one leg in one world and another leg in another world, and they do not coincide. Things are a bit rocky. You also seem to be juggling many things, Amal. You have your ear to the ground, but someone is filling your air with something else. You have to be careful of that. Um, you have to be careful of that, Amal. Someone, you see this? This is what this is telling me here. Someone is filling your air with information while you have the other air to the ground. It's very long. So Amal, the best I can say is acknowledge that your path is difficult right now. Take the time to chill out. I know you're a man and you're so determined and you're so ambitious that, did I hear Sikh? Ah, you're wearing the turban. I know you are very determined. You are very ambitious. You are really revved up and you are raring to go. That's what the red in the card is telling me. You are also very creative. That's what the orange in the card is telling me. But you need to tap into your intuition, my man. Because nothing is as it seems. And you need to sit in meditation to get clarity on what you are being told. Because it does not align with what you know to be true, but you want to believe it. And there are other things in the pipeline, Amal. Because I just saw, see where my finger is? This horseshoe just popped up. It just came to my awareness. Horseshoes, of course, mean luck. Consequently, Amal, I would suggest that you tread carefully. Do not believe everything that you hear. Do not believe everything that you are being told. Keep your ear to the ground. However, go into meditation to ask high value, pertinent questions. And relax, for God's sake, man. It's not going to happen this year. Okay? That's the next thing I can tell you. All right, so the last question, thank you, KK. The last question is Kushbu. And Kushbu wants to know, she says her husband is asked to vacate their rented house and they need to move to a new house. And she wants to know if they move into the same complex, which tower will it be? Whether it's 5, 6, or 7. Okay, so Kushbu wants to know. I am going. You're welcome, Amal. I go live Monday to Thursday at 2 p.m. Eastern Time. Okay, Monday to Thursday, 2 p.m. Eastern Time. There is, yeah, all right, 2 p.m. Eastern Time, Monday to Thursday. Kushbu wants to know if they will move into tower 5, 6, or 7. Which tower? Kushbu wants to know. Which tower? 5, 6, or 7? 6. Kushbu is what I get. And this is a wonderful number. It's 6 of earth. In tower 6, you will feel very solid, very grounded. And I've been getting a lot of 6s today, and it's usually 6 of sea, but in this particular case I get 6 of earth, which is great. So Kushbu, you can feel assured that things are going to go very well in tower 6. It's all about prosperity. It's all about money. It's all about receiving. It's all about abundance, harmony, and charity. Giving is very good. Giving is something I want you to keep in mind, Kushbu. Yes, Amal. Giving, go ahead and ask the question quickly. Amal, giving is very important, Kushbu, because you are receiving a lot. And you need to release your doubts, Kushbu. You need to receive your doubts because your doubts are what are causing your pain, believe it or not, because you are holding in so much. Kushbu, get counseling. Go talk to someone and just let everything out. I mean, you in particular need to talk to somebody, Kushbu, because you make things so complicated. Amal, ask your question. Otherwise, I'm signing off. I'm trying to keep these daily readings at 30 to 40 minutes, okay? And it needs to be very, very clear, that question, Amal. Kushbu, it's very important. If you are in need of financial support, you must be willing to give in return for the loan or the favor that you receive. You need to share with others, and what you share will trigger even more abundance, Kushbu. That is not a specific question, Amal. So I am not Kushbu. You have created a lot of problems for yourself. Your illness is linked to everything that you are doubting and all of the shit that you have floating around in your head. And then what is happening is you are keeping everything inside. Kushbu, you need to speak to somebody because all of these things are poisoning your life. Amal, I have come to the end. So, no. You just asked a question, Amal, that is related to your career. And I have responded. So on that note, my beautiful souls, thank you. Soul Dancer signing out. Ciao.